same size. Maynard's a great town to live in. People are friendly. They get along with each other. They look out for each other. So, I used to live in South Acton, this side of the railroad track.
Mm-hmm.
And South Acton is like West Concord. The people in Concord and the people in Acton look at West Concord and South Acton as being part of Maynard, so they look down at us.
Oh.
We used to laugh and say you couldn't go shopping in Concord Center unless you got your passport stamped.
Why do you think it is that they look down on?
There's a lot of money in Concord, especially when you get over to the Carlisle side. A lot of history. Maynard's new. Asbeth Village has been here a long time, but the town is just a little over 100 years old. Matter of fact, my family watched the 100th-year parade sitting on the front lawn of the Maynard Town Hall. We bicycled down from South Acton. What else would you like to know?
Do you have any specific stories or anything that really sticks out in your mind?
There are things I've done that I probably never should have done. Among them, many years ago when they were discussing at a town meeting whether or not they should build a new Fowler school, there was a lot of opposition from the old-timers who didn't want to pay the taxes to avoid spending the money for the school. Judy Peterson was the town clerk. She was my wife's closest friend. She's still one of my closest friends. I buy her dinner every week.
Oh.
And, it's strictly a platonic relationship. I buy her dinner every week. She's a friend of my wife's and a friend of mine. And she appointed moderators, ballot picker-uppers for a town meeting, walked down the basket picking up the ballots. My wife was one of them. In the middle of the discussion, is really going hot and heavy about we should, we shouldn't, we should, we shouldn't. I got up and said, there's something you people ought to know. My wife and I are 60 years old. Never tell 700 people that your wife is 60 years old.
Oh, no.
And I said, however, must remember, the first obligation every society has is to give their youngsters the opportunity to make that society move forward, which means you have to have a good education. Mm-hmm. And my wife and I are going to vote for the school, and I urge you to vote for the school, and I moved the question. When you move the question, you can no longer debate. They immediately have to vote on whether or not they're going to vote. And it passed, and the resolution passed. Afterwards, Judy Peterson came to our house and chewed me up and down about telling the town meeting that my wife was 60 years old. My wife got over it. Judy still reminds me of this.
So your wife ended up forgiving you?
Yes. Unfortunately, the lovely lady died 12 years ago from cancer.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I just spent 15 days at Emerson Hospital. And I got along pretty good with them.
Of course.
The food at Emerson, by the way, has improved phenomenally. It is good. I used to sell food to hospitals. I can tell you how bad it was. It's excellent food, excellent. I got along with people. I was on the 6th floor in the rehab section for 12 of the days, and everybody in that floor that works in that floor does know something. They know that if you work at things, they have a propensity to turn out better. And if you use the word propensity in a conversation, people will suspect you're extremely erudite. They'd come in and give me a needle or something, and I would tell them, have a fine day. And then I would tell them, if you work at it, you'll have a fine day. Everybody in that floor knows it. The other thing that they're all aware of is that I learned in 1954 in October, in a college biology class, that it takes 17 muscles to smile, and it takes 54 to frown. And I'll be damned if I'll waste energy. They're all aware of that. One day at noontime, instead of eating at bedside, they had a little dining room. I was eating at a dining room. Somehow we got into this thing about smiling and frowning, and I told the story. The next morning, the social director came in with a piece of paper, and it had a picture of a smiley that says it takes 17 to smile, and a frowny, and it takes 54 to frown. She passed it out to every room. I took that piece of paper from then on out. Anybody that came in to do anything, take my blood pressure, give me a needle, whatever, I had them photograph it. I went home with 42 signatures.
Oh, that's so lovely.
And so I must have got along good with them. The day I left, I had 7 or 8 of women trying to give me a big hug. 2 of them came in on a day off.
Oh, wow.
And so I wrote a letter thanking the people on the 6th floor for the great service and wonderful time I had. And I sent a copy of it to the Chief Executive Officer and President of Emerson Hospital, a woman by the name of Schuler, and told her that she really should say thank you to these people who work on the 6th floor, what a great job they did. And while she was at it, maybe she should get the plumbing fixed in those shower rooms because the pipes leaked and had been taped together with surgical tape and the water's coming out on the tape. And I haven't heard from her. And I gave a copy of that letter to the people on the floor. So, you know, that's the kind of person I am.
You're really not afraid to talk to anyone, really.
No. I'm always willing to talk to anybody. Life has been good. I cannot complain. Well, because if you complain, half the people don't know what you're talking about, and the other half figure you got it coming.